Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Shaka from Shaka Reacts, and today we are going to be checking out a cover of All About That Bass by Postmodern Jukebox. Super excited to do this reaction and analysis for all of you guys. Let's get into it.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass,
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size dude, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. 'Cause I got that boom boom that all the boys are chasing, all the right junk in all the right places. I see those magazines working on Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real. Come on and make it stop. If you got beauty, then raise them up, 'cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top.
Oh, man. I don't know what it is about her voice. I just love her voice. It's so like sultry and smooth and just quintessential jazz, I guess, guys. I don't know. So good. Before we continue on, there was something I want to point out here, guys. And by the way, we do a lot of pauses. We do a lot of rewinding, so just be prepared for that, guys. It's going to happen a lot. If you want to just see the entirety of it by itself, check out the original. But we do a lot of dissecting here, guys, because there's a lot of great stuff to dissect. Let's be honest here. Her tone is so amazing. But one thing she did here, I don't know if you guys caught the little when she talks about beauty, and I think she says boop at some point as well. But she kind of does this like little Betty Boop kind of nod thing that she does with her arm there. It's so cool. It's just a nice little kind of allusion to some of the old days, so to speak, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And then the other thing too, at the very end of that phrase, the run from this bass player, guys, was phenomenal. Just phenomenal. We're going to check that beginning out again. Let's listen for that little Betty Boop thing that she does. And just, man, take her voice in. It's just so good. So good.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass, and no trouble. I'm all about that bass,
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size dude, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. 'Cause I got that boom boom that all the boys are chasing, all the right junk in all the right places. I see those magazines working on Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real. Come on and make it stop. If you got beauty, then raise them up, 'cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. My mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said boys like a little more booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along.
Man, the mastery of instruments on display here, guys, is really top notch. So both her, the bass player, we talked about the run earlier, is really impressive. And then the clarinet player, the trombone player, we'll get to eventually. He's doing some really impressive lip slur stuff back there. But the clarinet player is something it's a little more obvious with the clarinet player and with her singing in particular, the level of mastery on their instruments. And I'm saying instrument for her as well. Her voice is an instrument, guys, to be clear. The clarinet player, he's doing a lot of real subtle lipping up of notes. That's something that takes really good control from an embouchure standpoint. The embouchure is the muscular nature of your face and how you make your face around the instrument, that kind of thing. For you to be able to lip up a lot of these notes like he's doing, a little kind of a mini gliss, if you will, it takes a lot of really good control from your embouchure to be able to do that. And it's something that seems so simple, because we do it with our voice all the time. We just do these little bloop, 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 little, gliss ups kind of thing. and and it's a lot harder to do on an instrument. He's really nailing it. The bigger thing with her that she's flexing through this is all of the different vocal tones and techniques that she's getting. The growls that she's giving to us, guys. Her growls and her ability to kind of switch from this really low, sultry, raspy sound to this really nice, high, light, crisp sound that she's got going on. It's just so impressive. I do not hear vocalists like her very often anymore, and it's so amazingly well done. I want to hear that section again before we get into the little duet here, guys. Again, listen for the lip ups that you're going to hear from the clarinet player over this section. Listen for that bass run that we hear. It's so well done. And then again, just her flexibility to be able to go from a growl to a raspy sound to a clear tone. It's just really, 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 really impressive.
But I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. So I got that boom boom, that all the boys are chasing all the right jumps.
Bass run right up here.
I see those magazines working on Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real. Come on and make it stop. If you got beauty, then raise them up, 'cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top.
So well done.
My mama, she told me, don't worry about your size. She said, boys, I got it to more booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no
So there's a great example of the growl I just referred to, guys. That growl up into the note is just so well done.
She said, boys, I got it to more booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell those skinny ladies that.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just playing. I know but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Hey, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said boys like a little more booty to hold at night.
Okay, before we continue, I don't know who this is. I don't believe we met her in the other Postmodern Jukebox video that we checked out. I am familiar with our lead vocalist. Again, amazing jazz sound. The blonde here, though, don't get me wrong, she can sing jazz, clearly, but I'm getting much more of a, Broadway belting type voice quality from her. Especially, again, I was caught off guard. I was not expecting the level of power that she showcased through this little solo section, guys. Right here, you can see it in her face. I was not expecting that level of power from her. And it's interesting because they're two very different voices, yet they blended together very well in the duet here. It far better than I kind of would expected, knowing the two drastic differences in tone qualities here.
Because you know I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, no treble. I'm all about the bass, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell those skinny ladies that. Nah, I'm just playing. I know you think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Hey,
like right there, that lick right there screams Broadway voice. Screams, like even just the word "but." When she says "but," you get a little taste of that power that she has when she sings. It's such a weird spot to feel. It's actually more powerful than this moment here. I feel like she's actually holding back in this section. She sings the word "but," and it's just pops so hard, and then you get a little bit more of it later on. Like she's she's got some pipes, and I feel like she's actually holding back right now.
Go ahead and tell those skinny ladies that. Nah, I'm just playing. I know you think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Hey, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said boys like a little more booty to hold at night. And I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along.
Another thing I want to point out real quick is this is not related at all to the musicians so much, but I really appreciate the quality of microphone that they're using. Postmodern Jukebox is using here. These microphones are phenomenal at picking up really, really clean, clear vocals, and you hear it in her singing. Just all the bright, crisp clarity in her diction is so clean and so clear on these microphones. I mean, obviously, one that's a shout out to her from a vocalist standpoint, but you can hear that clarity that you wouldn't hear on a lot of different microphones. So I just really want to again shout out and appreciate the fact that they are using really top end, high end microphones to record this, guys, to get really the absolute best quality sound that we can from what they're performing. Just really a really cool little fun fact there, guys.
Go ahead and move along, because you know I'm
Okay. Ooh. Okay, yeah. We're about to get like the big showstopper part. I can hear the ba-dum, but yeah, it's coming, I know. But I gotta hear that bass. That was so cool. That was so cool. I was so legitimately at the beginning of the song, I was like, why are we having one guy starting and then just passing it off to the other guy? I don't understand what's happening here. Like, is this guy just a vocalist and he's just trying to learn how to play bass? Like, why are we doing this? This is, I think, a little bit more of a clear indicator as to why, because they must both be bass players, I'm assuming, or I don't know. They're just one's really, really good at learning how to play the bass. I'm not sure, but this is so cool, especially the red hair guy when he gets to the really fast run part later on, guys. The 2-finger technique that's involved in that is really, really, really impressive here.
that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along, because you know I'm
Ooh, man. The other thing that's really impressive with this, so how do I describe this? So when you first learn to play an instrument, obviously there's the visual and kinesthetic side of things where you visually have to kind of match what's happening in terms of, kinesthetically what you feel. So like for trombone players, for instance, a lot of people will ask, like, how do you know where to put your arm when you're playing the trombone? Part of it's your ear. Part of it, you do learn your ear, but the other part of it is just your body physically fine-tunes things so much that, like, so I'm a trombone player. So for like me, I know that from here to here is third position. Like I don't even have to have the instrument in my hand. My arm muscles know the difference in terms of the length. My arm is that attuned to it. And it's just really cool if you guys aren't aware of this. So obviously the lead bass player, the one that's kind of to the left each time, is a little bit closer and he visually could kind of see what he's playing. But the one that's behind it, further behind the instrument / maybe a little bit to the right, they can't see. They're completely in an unnatural position there. When you're completely behind the bass, and not able to see anything in front of you versus being to the side. The side is much more common. I mean, I know when I play upright, it's kind of, I prefer to be there so I can kind of see and make visual checks to make sure I'm okay, because I'm not an upright bass player by nature, but I've played it obviously. But to be directly behind it and still playing is really a testament to A, their ear and how good their ear is, and then B, again, the physical kinesthetic knowledge that their body has to know exactly where those notes are in terms of finger placement. It's really, really, really impressive. I don't normally do a third rewind, guys, but this is such a cool section. It's really impressive. Again, watch their eyes. They're not looking at the instrument at all, either of them. No matter whether they're on the front side or the back side, it doesn't matter. They're not actually looking at the instrument at all. It's pure tactile kinesthetic memory in their body, and then using their ear just to make sure they're fine-tuned and correct.
That's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm
That part is really impressive.
You see, my mama, she told me, don't worry about your size. Because boys
I like that. I like that.
booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass.
You know, it's funny, the voicings, I feel like they switched, and I actually much preferred the second one over the first one. It's an interesting way to end the song there, assuming that is the end. But listen to how the voicings are the first part of the phrase and the second part of the phrase. I feel like they switch.
Into then go ahead and move along. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass,
So in that instance, and again, it's a little hard to fine tune this, guys, when I'm not super familiar with all three of these vocalists, but to me it sounds like the blonde is on the top voice wise in terms of voice structure, and then it feel like the second time around they switch. She's not on the top, and I actually like it a lot better.
I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble.
So now you can hear, I'm pretty confident that's what they did. So the blonde took the top part, the highest part, the first time through, and then the second time through, the middle, our original lead vocalist takes the top part. And it's just funny how just that small difference, I think, really has a big impact on the blend of the group. I much prefer the second voicing where we have the blonde in the middle versus when she was on top. Again, see if you guys can hear the difference here, guys.
Go ahead and move along. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about the bass, no trouble. I'm all about.
I don't think they actually switched it. So I don't think they actually switched it. I think what they did, now that I listened to it a little more carefully there, I think they just balanced it a little bit better. Dynamically speaking, the balance was a little bit better. I thought they actually switched the vocal parts. I don't think they did. I think they still had the the blonde person on top, but I think dynamically she brought it way back down more the second time through. I think it was just a better balance across the board, the second part of it, than it was the first. Man, interesting. What a cool song, guys. I assume that is the end. Yeah, okay. Very, very cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy this as much as I did. I know, for me, I think the highlight far and away, it makes sense. I'm an instrumentalist. The highlight for me far and away was the bass. That was really cool. A little dual playing of an upright bass. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Dual piano playing? Yes. Not dual upright bass, though, before. That's pretty cool, guys. Let me know what your favorite part of the song was, everybody. Was it the bass? Was it hearing all three of them come together, kind of like the Andrews sisters, so to speak, as we can kind of see in the ad here? I'd be interested to see what your guys' thoughts were, what your favorite part of this was. And if you have any recommendations for any other Postmodern Jukebox that you think we should check out, guys, make sure you guys let us know. Last but not least, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, of course, make sure you guys like, subscribe, so that you guys don't miss any of this stuff, and turn on notifications so you get all of the latest updates on our videos when they come out. If you want to continue your journey down the music rabbit hole that it is, guys, make sure you guys check out the next video.